So last week I put out a video, and it was supposed to be me putting wheels in this sweet pallet right here that I scavenged from the garbage. And so what I did was I drilled some holes in it, and I put these wheels in it right here with a tuft of hopefully not human hair. I don't know. It's pretty gross. But so I put it in, and my buddy Bob showed up. I haven't seen Bob in a long time. It was very exciting and all that stuff. And I thought it all recorded, and I thought I posted it. It said it was uploading, and I don't see it anywhere on this channel. So if I don't know where to find it. I'm not that good with this thing yet, so I'm working on it. But so here's the deal. When I put my foot on it, the side split out. Like the metal, the metal studs on the wheels, they just broke right through the wood. So what I did was I went out and I bought some, and Bob suggested this, you get these drop-in anchors. So yeah, Bob's a real person, by the way. It's not just some guy making up who comes with me ideas about stuff. Although it'd be pretty kind of cool if he was. Where are they? Right here. So I bought these from the hardware store, local one. It's called Kavarik's Lawn Hardware, I think. It's over on Clinton Street in Binghamton, New York, and they're pretty nice. They don't know me very well, so I go in there and I look around, and they like kind of look at me sketchy, like I don't know what they think I'm gonna do there, but it's a little weird. So I don't know, but I talked to the one guy, and he was helping me out with thinking about getting some ideas for this. They didn't really have what I needed. Well, they did, but they had their drop-in anchors for concrete and stuff, and they were like $5 a piece. And I'm like, I scavenged this thing from the garbage. So I was trying to make something more or less free, right? Like out of what I had laying around. Without that being possible, like I'm not looking to spend much on it. So I got these for their $1.29, but they're too small, so I had to thread them. You know, I heated up a tap, and then I got it in there, started a little bit, and then I threaded them out. One or two of them came out okay. Another one kind of the first one I broke, it squished, it looked ugly, it was ridiculous, and it blew in it. I don't know. I put some PVC in there to try to make an anchor, a sleeve. That didn't work. There's some burns on it that is pretty ridiculous looking. It's just like, so I've never done anything like this before. I'm just trying to invent stuff right on the spur of the moment, basically. You can see a little piece of this part right in there. It's like right there. So I had that glued in there, and I mean it would have held it for a little while anyway, or for what I needed it for, which is nothing heavy duty. I'm just gonna put my squat rack on it, and then that way my squat rack is kind of like my workbench, and I got some plywood on it, and just strap some pieces of metal I scavenged from the dumpster out of it on it, and whatnot. So yeah, so I didn't really like this plastic thing, and I didn't like having to modify it that much. It was weird, and I didn't trust it. Plus I was gonna have like 2 good ones and then 2 bad ones, and that was like, didn't end up sitting well with me. So I got these right here. They are called redheads. Ooh, I hurt my back again. I'm getting old. So right there, they're called drop-in anchors by Redhead. They're 1/2 inch, and you need a 5/8 inch drill bit. Which, excuse me, I'm sorry, it's late. Give me a reason to go out and buy some spade bits, because I needed to drill out the hole for that. And these are cool. They take a long time. They get these things called hole hogs. I believe they're made by Diablo, and they're supposed to rip through a lot faster. They're fairly expensive. They're about $8 a piece or something like that. That whole set was less than $7, so I went with a cheaper thing because I don't know how much I'm going to use it. I always look at buying tools as being a good investment because eventually you're going to need it for something, but money's a good investment too, to have money available to be liquid. It's always a good idea, so I go for what I need. I try to anyway. I do spend way too much though on tools. Whatever. So anyways, I realized I should probably post an update to the video that I'd done, and then when I was getting ready to load this one up, I realized that I didn't even upload that video. So I have no idea where it is. It's not saved on my phone. I don't know. So I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna make a studio with my phone out of my Raspberry Pi. Maybe I can use my webcam out here, which would make it a lot better, higher definition videos. And I think that the microphone is a little better too. But I gotta figure out how to use those PPI holes. I don't know what they're called. They're the input and output holes for the like. No, I don't know what they're called. They're input output though. They go to tell your camera what to do, or your camera tells it back and forth. Sorry, this is not a computer thing. So yeah, I decided to scrap these. Go with this. It was a giant pain in the butt because one of these boards is broken off, and instead of like just making it easy and just putting a new board on there all the way across, I took little pieces and put it on. I started out with these. I had some of this left over because my original plan was to use this to reinforce it, and then boom, slap that in there, and then I screw them in. It's whatever. It's not really a bad idea. It really would have worked. I'm pretty sure. Then again, I thought my other idea was gonna work too, and it didn't. So there's that. And so I just took these and I cut them in half. And looking for my scrap laying around. Here's a piece of one right there. As after I pulled it off, though, I just said because there's one big one over here, but then I realized that this board's still intact, so it's going to be off by like that much, and so it'd be like uneven. So what I did was I took one of the piece of this right here, that's broken, sawed off a piece of it, put it down, and then anchored it through there, so they're even. And then I did that over there too, and then over here on this side it's still intact. So, and this is my last one. So that's when I had the idea about the video. And so that takes us to right here. And I realize you can't see what I'm pointing at, can you? There we go. So I'm going to finish drilling that hole out, put the thing in, and then we'll see if it works. And so the lady at the hardware store today couldn't come up with a UPS code for the setting tool for this thing, and I was just like, she seemed like she was struggling, and the line was building up behind her. I went to Home Depot for these, not Kavarix. Kavarix I got the other ones from. And like I said, these were like $1.30 piece, so it was like almost about $6 I spent on this whole thing, which is not horrible. The wheels I got out of the garbage too. I get a lot of stuff out of the garbage, by the way. And yes, I am proud of that. Yeah, so that's that. So I've been using trying different things for a setting tool. It seems at this point that this extension for my ratchet is probably where it's best. It was the easiest anyway. And I only hit my thumb once too, so I'm kind of proud of myself here. Alright, so I'm gonna hammer this in to set it. And then I'm going to screw the wheel in, and then we'll see if it works. Nope. I'm pretty sure I used the wrong extension. I think I needed a thinner one. This is probably 3/8 up here. Yeah, that was the wrong one. last one worked. Well, so what the setting tool is it's like a wide piece that slides in here, and then a thinner piece that goes in, and so you hit it until the wide piece hits flush with that, and that's how you know it's deep enough, and it'll spread this little. I can't. You can probably, can you see it? There's probably not enough light here for that. But there's a little red waxy piece in there, and it pushes down, and then this end splits open, and it pushes it in place. It's meant for cement, but I kind of figured it should work for this, and it seems to be alright. These are all holding in place very well. So I guess I mean the worst case scenario here is that I put this in, I can screw it in deep enough to spread this open, which is what I think I did with this one. So I don't know. This one's thinner. That's much thinner, so that should work to do what I need to do. This is a wobble extension, should be over here. Alright, take two. It's definitely in place now. Unfortunately, I don't know if my cousin lives. There's like upstairs and there's downstairs here apartments, and my cousin lives downstairs. Lives upstairs with my grandma, and I don't know if she hears me out here. I hope not. I hope there's enough room between us, and I try to do some stuff to keep it quiet, but I don't know. So I guess the reason I'm concerned is because like I'm a night owl, so I'm usually out here during the very, very wee hours of the morning. This is like it's about 5 in the morning right now. So I don't know. I get home from work and I just start playing out here, and next thing I know, the sun's coming up. I don't know if this is the greatest choice for tool. I'm using a pair of Channel X here. Let me see. Man, this is. I gotta work in my studio a little bit, I think. Yeah, so I'm using these. I was using a crescent wrench earlier for this one right here, but I ended up having to finish with this because the crescent wrench goes underneath, but then it gets down and it gets wedged and you can't turn it anymore. So I gotta finish it off with these. I figured just go straight for these. I think probably, you know what? Actually, I think wrench would be better. Because what it is this is like it's a circular. I don't even really know what it's called. But that's the piece that you have to grip onto because the rest of it spins. So, pipe wrenches are meant to grab pipe, which is circular and it's smooth. So they have a little grip so that seems like this would have been an idea I tried already. I don't know why. Okay, that's why. It's too thick. So it's not gonna screw down because this is too thick right here. Or too, like that part. Does that make any sense? That's why I did this. Alright. It's time for the unveiling. I found this something in the garbage. I don't even know what it came up. It looked like a what do you call it? Like the breaker box or whatever. But it's a binding post. I'm gonna use it to make a power supply out of a computer ATX power supply. So it should be kind of cool. Sort of fortunate. It's a weird stuff I found. I found a chiller circuit controller thing, and I didn't know what it was. I just looked at it. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool. It's just kind of sitting out there. There's garbage everywhere, so it was just sitting out in the. I said it was like the Dollar Tree's garbage or something like that. So, and it was snowing out too. It was just sitting out there in the snow, I'm like, yeah, whatever. So there's some wires and a couple little things that looked like they could go to this, to hold the wheels in place. Which that's what immediately caught my attention. And then I found the circuit next to it, the circuit board next to it, and then it turns out I just looked up the number on it, and I wanted to see what it does, and it's an HVAC item. And it turns out eBay was the first one I saw was $159 for opening bid on it. And there's another one that was like $199 for the opening bid, and I was like, man, I just found a $200 circuit board sitting out in the freaking garbage. Like, what are the odds? And I don't even really know what it came from. The chiller, so I guess it's maybe to like a control a refrigeration unit or something, I guess, but I didn't see any refrigeration units around or anything. It was just that and some crap. A couple picture frames and a box filled with coffee cups and stuff. So, just saying, you never know. You never know where you're going to find the trash. And I don't know why people throw stuff like that away. It doesn't make any sense to me. Unless they don't know it's valuable or they don't care. I don't know. I can't for the life of me figure it out. I don't throw anything away. Well, I do. Actually, I threw a pair of pants away. I had those pants for about 10 years, man. Well, they were underwear, or not underwear, they were shorts. And I had them for like 10 years. Like, I loved them. They looked camouflage, but they weren't. They had like little palm trees on them and stuff like that. They were super cool. And I wore them all the time. But they got a hole in the butt, and when you can't sew those up, they never last. So I bit the bullet and threw them out. I thought that was a big step for me. I think I'm making progress. Okay. Look over this way right quick. It should be. It's the PVC is all from. That's a whole nother story. This will be used to make hopefully my loft bed, some of it anyway. The only thing at Home Depot, I hate Home Depot. They are the rudest customer service people. I hate Home Depot. Home Depot sucks, first of all. But they have what I need, and it's really close to my house. So I shop there. I try to go to Kvarks if I can, or more of a mom and pop own place to support local businesses, obviously, and then because they're nicer, I guess. They look at me like I just crawled out from underneath the rock for sure, which sucks. But they're not overtly hostile either, like the people at Home Depot are. So, just saying, screw Home Depot. They advertise on my page too, don't they? I gotta change some of my settings for that one. Because I noticed that there's a bunch of stuff from them on there. I don't know. They're overpriced and they're rude and whatever. I returned something one day and this lady was looking in the box. She's like, I just gotta make sure you're not trying to give me a blank or empty box. I'm like, just kidding. She wasn't just kidding because she opened the box and looked inside it. So okay, how do you not take offense at something like that? This is a comically large screwdriver. Got this at Kvarks for $6, $5.98. That came with a flathead and a Phillips head. Which, come to think of it though, I've had times working in my car where I needed to get to some place and I couldn't. So I didn't have a screwdriver and I couldn't get my hand down there and see that could be useful. So about it. Right here I secured this down with some. Oh, okay, that's where those other pieces went that I used. I screwed them into here, so that's not just falling all over the place, flopping around loose. Let's see if I don't throw it back out again. I'm old. Well, so far it's feeling sturdy. I'd stand up on it, but it's gonna slip off underneath me. Yeah, that's what's up. So that's how you do it. You gotta put and drop in anchors. Now, so the whole point of this was I want my creeper out because I got it underneath my squat rack because I was using it to move it around when I was cementing the floors because I had to keep moving stuff to make room and then cement and then all that stuff. So I want that back. When I wanted it, so I could get underneath my car and do my muffler, but I just took it out, welded it on out here, put it on back on, and then I used this bandage tape stuff on it on the other side. So one side's welded together good, and then the other side is wrapped in that tape, and it's holding so far. But I still want my creeper back because it's cool, like having a creeper. Yeah. And then also because I want to build that loft bed, but I was going to build a loft bed out of a frame that I had left over from, it was a water bed. My aunt gave it to me. but she had converted it. She took the water bed out and then just put a queen size mattress in it. So I was using it like that for a while, but it doesn't really fit in my room right now. I just sleep on a little twin size bed that's my sister's. Really, it is. Like, it was hers when she was a kid. So that's things like, she's 30 now, so it's like 17 years old at least. And I've had it for like 10 of them, I think. Wow. Alright, so, yeah, but I'm running out of space in my room to store stuff, so I gotta build up. So the idea came from this morning, like, I'm gonna build a damn loft. Oh. So I started looking around ideas to build it, and there's lots of them. I'm like, I got lots of wood. But I don't know. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna screw one side of the bed into the studs, right? And then, well, so I can do two sides and studs. And then with two sides out there, they're gonna need to be supported. I'm thinking wood, but then I was just out here after work, and I'm walking around and looking at my stuff, because I'm thinking like, what pieces to use. I realized I got like this giant piece of PVC, and I'm thinking, I don't know how big this is. I have to measure it out, but this is for sure thick enough to hold me in my bed. I mean, I'm not a big guy, so like, you know what I mean. It's in my bed. It's just a little bed. So I figured I got two screws in the wall, post here, post there, put some wood underneath there. I think I got this thing built today, probably with very little effort. It should be kind of nice. I did kind of want to build a whole nice like frame type thing and everything, which would have been cool, you know. But at the end of the day, it's like you gotta do it quick. And I take a long time with everything, so even this sounds simple, but it may not be as simple once I get my hands on it. Plus, that's for a queen size bed. It's not for a twin, so I gotta do mattress. I gotta do measurements, figure that out. Then the plywood that went with that I'm using for my power rack slash. Well, it was a squat rack. I've had this thing since I was in high school, which is a while ago. Trust me. I used to want to be a professional bodybuilder. I now wasn't going to be a professional bodybuilder, but I did alright. Like, a couple local teenage shows, and I did the men's division. Took like second, third, 2/3, second. Did like 3 shows. Yeah. So that's neither here nor there. So I managed to keep. It's one of the few things I managed to keep for a long time from my childhood. And so I don't really work out anymore, but I didn't want to throw it away either, so it's always just been kind of sitting around. And I was like, you know what, this would look good with the wood from my, because I just started getting into like tools and fixing stuff and everything. And I'm like, I need a bench, or like I mostly just wanted to put something together. So I had a project and I put that together, and I like it more or less. I'm not going to throw out the squat rack, and although it takes up space I don't really need right now. Like, I got everything pretty much the way I want it, and the sawhorse works great for like a portable bench. Like, I can just set it up, boom, put some crap on it, it's ready to go, and then I can take it down whenever. It doesn't take up space. It's mobile. It's probably a much better idea than making a permanent bench out of something like I have there. So I don't know. Tires need to go first. If I use tires, I need to get out of here. I don't know what to do with them, but I'm gonna figure something out. And so then they'll open up a bench there, and then I don't know, just ideas. Put the loft in the end. So I'm gonna do this thing, and then it's gonna be a loft, and it's gonna be sweet. But then I'm gonna have all that space underneath there that I can put stuff. And it should be alright. And then I'll run out of space again. I don't know. Eventually, I have to build like little interdimensional portals to store stuff. But I don't have the technology yet for that. But yeah, so but then maybe some cross flats or some cross pieces. So I'm thinking, I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet. Because what I've seen, the people would put them on, but they'd cut out little notches, and then they'd set them in the notches, the cross boards to hold the bed. So that's a possibility. But they already have, I don't know, there's already Okay. Where the plywood goes, but I don't know. I actually on like 7 times. I better call this a day. And it's a half hour long too, and it was mostly just me talking about stupid stuff. So I'm sorry. Um, I'll try and edit it down, I guess. But yeah, pretty sweet. All right, peace, guys.